Big 3 event starting Friday the 26th of May from 3 p.m. The Big 3, back on Create and Craft. Good evening, everybody. Goodness me, you're in the right place at the right time. This is a brand new world launch from Stamps by Me here on Create and Craft. 6 new embossing folders, 2 sets of 3, but they are your one-day special. And FYI, on this show, outstanding, lowest ever prices on some previous dies. We've got a happy hour. We've got a members gift for free when you're shopping. And, after you, Tony, you can also get everything on Cat P&P of only £3. I like that, Tony. You like?
Yay!
And good night.
Oh no!
You're
good
right.
evening.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Excited.
You're in a really fun mood today.
I am in a really fun mood. It's Sunday. It's a chill out day, and there's been predominantly soft craft today, so you're going to get a bit of paper craft.
Here we go. Exactly. Already busy now. Big 3, Tony. Really exciting. Cat P&P of £3.
Yes.
Brilliant news. Now, normally they'll be saying, right, there's some members offers that are 30% extra off, which is very exciting. On this show, it's free. Yes. And we've got some lowest ever prices over here, so it's hugely, hugely good. Anything £15 or over is on 3 FlexiPays, which brings us to our one-day special.
Yes, well, have we got 2 really? We've got 2 really.
2 one-day specials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So we have a bunch. I was going to put them all together, but I appreciate predominantly most like a particular size, and I thought combining them might put some of our regular sized embossing folders off. So basically, this one is your wonderful 5x7 embossing folder. So you get 3 in this collection, guys, and they're absolutely incredible. So you're going to get that 3D technology that's going to give you that depth, that dimension in those embossing folders, and you're going to get the dimension at the front and at the back. So these are 5x7, and we have a beautiful collection of designs here. So we have sort of like coverage of all celebrations, really. Yeah. So at the top we have this wonderful hot air balloon. It's stunning.
It's what's around the studio as well, so you can see the detailing.
They've done a great job, I've said. Thank you so much, guys, because it all fits in with the theme, which is wonderful. That's the hot air balloon, and then you get the lovely pebbles as well. Yep. So this is your hot air balloon, which can be for lots of occasions, as you all know. So it can be weddings as well, which is wonderful. Again, I like to watercolour my embossing folders, so you can absolutely pick up that brush and watercolour them should you wish. It's an easy one to fussy cut too, but equally if you just do white on white, as always with our 3D embossing folders, you're going to get that lovely simplicity in design. Then down by the base we have most sought after, most asked for,
the Sympathy,
the cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. So it doesn't have to be used in a religious fashion at all. It can be used for so many other occasions as well. And I've popped a card at the side here. So this is a wonderful cross with a beautiful cluster of flowers coming in and around the sides. Look at that on parchment. That is just absolutely an incredible card. You pay a lot of money for those types of cards in store. So you also get the ones that have the stars and that flashlighting. So that's going to be brilliant for your cute critters, your flowers, your cascade of flowers, top, bottom, left, right. Just, I would probably say in both of the collections, they're workhorses. They're going to see you through all of the lovely designs that you love to see from all of the other lovely brands. We have some incredible brands here that bring you some fantastic items and stock. So you're going to be able to build them in with these beautiful workhorses. So that's your 3 5x7, and you can see those wonderful samples down by the base. So build them in with our wonderful Quatre D if you want to. Just add a hue of colour with your stencil brushes, or even if you just want to pick up that brush and paint, you can. And the beauty of 3D embossing folders is the wonderful, it's classic in design, and it's going to enable you to be creative with all of the products that you have in your stash. So whether it be your alcohol markers, your wonderful stencils, your wonderful inks that you have in your stash. So it's a great way to utilise and bring them all together and be really creative with something that I feel is a workhorse because it's pretty much indestructible and they're super affordable.
Just head in my ear, this option, 15% of the total one-day special stock has sold out. So Carnival, Sympathy, and that beautiful hot air balloon at the top, which is absolutely divine. Love is in the air. 612-133. That's the first option, because both one day specials are on the same item number,
They
right?
are, absolutely.
Okie dokie. And then we've got our 6x6.
Yeah, so this is another option. You just click that option, drop down box, and you can get the square if you want to. So these ones are 6x6, and these ones are lovely. I love these, although I'm not really a square one. I love the 5x7s.
Yeah.
I love these, and I always wanted to do that flashlight in design because it's going to fit for everything, particularly gents cards. Then down by the base, we have Pebble Dash and we have Into the Forest. The depth and dimension on these is show-stopping, and you can see from this wonderful card here with that butterfly on onto some pearlized cards. You are
I just bought it.
Simply done. It just gives you that dimension on those cards, and it gives that really, really cool wow factor. Again, another set of workhorses for you, and at that price, and with the big 3 as well, if you want to pop it on flex, you can absolutely do that, which is wonderful because it's not always here, is it? So
oh no, this price point doesn't normally tick that box. A flexi pay. I know you can put it in with something else. £8.09 for 3 brand new. These are world launches here on Create and Craft. Thank you, Tony, for that. To get all of these together for £8.09 plus your £3 Cat P&P, 25% of this has sold out. 612133. We've got more lowest ever prices to show you in just a second. We've got a happy hour to show you. But.
Oh, this is exciting.
Something for free, please, for our members. Why not? This is an item number. It's a product. It's on the show. But if it goes in your basket with anything else from Tony on this lineup, this will be free.
Let's, shall we, do you want to get it out?
Shall I?
Yeah, because it's incredibly. I think a few months ago it was on a really cheeky price as well, so to be able to get it for free now is absolutely awesome.
It's big, isn't it?
So it's an A5 stamp set, and it's brilliant. It's got a really, really big, large focal point for a sentiment, and it has that wonderful colouring lily. It's huge, honestly. I just pop it on the back of here best I can, just to show you. Look at that. Look at that. So even if you don't want to colour, black and white looks totally awesome. Going out besties, let me just read some of the wonderful sentiments. When nothing goes right, go left, one of my all-time favourites. Thankful for today. Life should be lived with a smile on your face, and no one does a better job of putting one on my face than you. Happy birthday. So it's a wonderful, wonderful set. You see this used all of the time on our makes in our Eureka fan page. You see it used in many other groups as well. It's one of those where somebody uses it and they go, where did you get that from? Well, you're going to get it free today. Let's give you the item number. It's now about to appear on the screen. If you're not in the club, thank you, Tony. If you're not in the club, of course you can still get hold of it. There will be a price attached. Club members, 0. Free. Away you go. Doesn't affect your P&P. Away we go. You need to be shopping. I love a freebie. Something absolute. So I want every single one of you, every single basket, to add 180001. I would love every single one of you to put one of the dies in for free as well. I think that's an absolute exceptional offer. Do you want a happy hour now? Why not? Okie dokie. Another stamp set for us. Tony, what a... I've got lots of goodies for you all. And you know what as well? I kept the prices super, super low. It's bank holiday weekend. If you are at home and you are watching, then you can obviously take the opportunity to get these whilst they're here. Now, this one is beautiful, honestly, and this is a thank you stamp. So you get the wonderful, this is great for Christmas as well, it's like a cardinal actually. But you get the bird with the florals, you get the 2 floral clusters on their own, and then you get the 2 wonderful sentiments. Now this is A5, it's not A6, it's A5. So normally $18.99. So great price today. So maybe you want to, if you are using that flexi, it's an extra £2, isn't it? Very good point. Already, if you're using it. Already a third of the stock has sold. This is absolutely gone. Once it's gone, it's absolutely gone. You have it all. Much like the dies behind us, isn't it? And in fact, this is it's a perfect price for today, but it's actually just this one show. This is launch happy hour deals for £8.10. That is your club price, 580489. So bravo again. Chuck that in the basket, as Tony rightly says. If it's with the one-day special, that will be divided by 3 as well, which will be under £3. Away we go. Now then. My personal happy hours on the show, it could be any of these in front of us. I'm so excited. I remember seeing these up the road when they first launched. So we've got 6 options here. Are they all individual item numbers? Yeah. So all individuals. Now looking at the packet, you're thinking, oh, what's going on there? What is it? It's not very well demonstrated. We've come so far as a company, to be honest with you. But basically, these are 8x8 dice. And I'm just going to grab this one here, and I'll show you the grandeur of how much metal. Rightio. So this is an 8x8 card making die, and these make shaped cards. This element here stands proud when you score and fold it back. The beauty of these is, though, they are beautiful for slimline cards. So if you just want to use half, you can do that. The beauty of these is twist technology. You can twist the design round and put the design and pattern in both sides if you want to. They are incredible. Now, these are totally awesome if you do like to shape cards. Once folded back, they fit into an 8x8 envelope, so you don't have to make a specific designed envelope for it. You can stabilise it with some pattern paper behind if you want to. You can leave it flat on a card if you want to. I mean, today's price, if this was in today's show and I'd just made these, you'd be looking at a £50 die
how much metal
because of how much metal is, unfortunately. So to have it for that price, but if you use it as a full cover plate die on the back, look at that. That's an 8x8 card. So you can totally use it as a full, a half, or a stand proud card if you want to. They are really pretty. So you've got several designs in here. Some have a cascading floral design. Some have, that's beautiful, is that one? Some have a detailed design on the front and the back. But do bear in mind, if you like one of the designs and it's only got pattern on one side, just twist the die around and put pattern in both sides. They are workhorses. We have a workhorse show today.
We absolutely
These are workhorses,
right.
absolutely workhorses. So if you want to take out the centre and use your embossing folder, so you've got the shape of embossing folder in the centre, you can totally do that. They're all exactly the same size, 8x8 in design.
Yep.
They all come in the A4 packaging. As always, you can see how long we've been doing it now. You get that QR code on the back, which allows you to get that inspiration. And these have, in all honesty, been a little bit neglected, but I see them all the time in people's makes. And we're going to revisit them because we brought them back. And that's what I always say to you about our QR code. You could scan it and get 2, scan it again and get 3, scan it again and get 30. We're going to revisit them just because they were bought when they were bought does not make them any less valuable.
Maybe bought them back in the day and you're thinking, I've got those, I forgot.
I'm going to get them back out.
Absolutely. If you didn't, I don't expect you to go for all 6. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You know, completely up to you, of course. But definitely go for one of them. Look at them. Better than 50% off for club members. These are those dies I was referring to. Lowest ever priced by a country mile. So for the Raw Singy Lattice, for number 1, that's on the screen, 645,499. For the next one, which is number 3, no more stock of number 2. Number 3, this was our director Marcus's favourite. Actually, absolutely adored this one. I know Ben was privy to this one too. Same story, right?
Absolutely the same story, and as you can see, I've just popped that over there. This is great for a masculine one as well. So if you do want the design replicated on the back, just take out the die and twist it and make the pattern on the back. I'll show you this one actually, if it is a favourite so far. Absolutely beautiful. So you can absolutely paper piece this one because it's got those larger areas if you want to. But equally, if you do not want to do anything with it, white on white looks beautiful.
You know what? These, as you know, stock-wise, these aren't going to be reproduced. They're not going to be reordered. So once they sell out like number 2, that is it. So if you love the idea of number 3, check out In the Show.
Absolutely.
Get hold of yours. It's in the lead at the Mo, £17.09. It's on 3 flexi pays in its own right. You could pop the happy hour in here as well. You could pop the members gift in here as well and get that for free. Use this as that driver if you want. £5.70 to get hold of that beautiful big, like, sunflower S design, isn't it? 927174. Next to there, Tony, you said this happened to be your favourite, you said? Yeah,
I like this one because I like the open design. I'm a fan of the square and rectangle shapes. I struggle a little bit with circles, but I do like a square and a rectangle type style design on there as well. So that's the one actually.
That's what we're showing you could be flattened out. Or
cut through on black, white, craft, all of your core cut baseline colours, and then build them up with your lovely. You could absolutely do a twist design on there, stamp an element in there and put it flat and have the twisty if you wanted to, like it's on a piece of string like they do with the twisty cards in there. These are really going to give you longevity in your craft because of the so many different things that they can do. I think, like most people, when I got these out and showcased them on Thursday and said, you know, these are going to be in my show, like, I've got that, I'm going to get it back out. So I sort of like reinvigorated that spark to get them back out, but they didn't pay the price that's on the show today. I was like, please don't beat me up, guys, but the people that are getting them now are not paying the same price as you did. And they were all like, so wonderful. They said, hey, I still use them, I've had my money out of them tenfold.
Yeah, that's what it's all about,
so it was wonderful to see that, but yeah, you're going to get a lovely deal today.
So that is number 4 on FlexiPay in its own right. The circles with the square on the inside. 300129. In front of there, back at the other side on the left-hand side, is number 5, which again, if you love like it's maybe more geometric. There's a real lovely pattern to this one. In fact, I know just this one down here, team.
Yep.
This side. Keep going. There you go.
There we go.
Left to right. I think Ben was saying he loved this one. What did you say, Moroccan tiles, Ben? Moroccan tiles, I see that.
Absolutely, and I'll cut this one through. But basically, you can see across the board, they've all got different unique designs, but equally, some are stronger in the masculine side of things than others. So this one would be great as a masculine card. I'm already thinking of a bottle of beer or a pair of slippers, like the gentleman element of it, cut through on craft card, a little bit of edging with some ink, a nice sentiment. And it is nice as well sometimes to get a shaped card rather than just a flat card, I feel.
Sometimes
just change it up, make and sell.
There's a brilliant spot. Like you could always do your embossing folders on the other side and have half the embossing folder.
Absolutely, you could cut 10 of these and put them in a pack and sell them.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Great idea. Here we go. That's number 5. Again, you're getting the price point details on the screen for you. In the middle, the penultimate one is number 6, which you're going to spy here. And basically, if you love the swirly one with a square, this is the swirlies with a
hexagon.
Hexagon, thank you.
Yeah. So again, if you want the pattern on the back, cut it through once, twist the design, and you can pop the pattern on the reverse as well because it's a symmetrical design. We made sure that you could replicate it through if you wanted to. The reason why some of them have a solid portion at the back is to give them stability, but you can absolutely pop in yourself a piece of card in the front and just stabilise them. But if you score, maybe I'll just show you very quickly on this one. If I score that line through there, check this out. We now have a slimline card.
Good point. Check this out.
Check this out. We have a slimline card which will go in a slimline envelope.
Love that. So have you not got number 6 yet? Maybe that's absolutely your favourite. This one here is the exact die you're getting home with the circles. Then you can do. Isn't it great? Better than 50% off. It's not even a one-day special, but still included with the 3 flexi pay. Still part of the event. Still capped P&B after all. The final one is number 7, of which I've got a sample here for you. This really tickles your eye a little bit here. It's really interesting.
Look how detailed it is. And it cuts beautifully as well. So again, this one's a detailed one with the square elements captured within, and then that square centre in there as well. Square and rectangles are easy usable because we have all of the nesting squares and rectangles and things like that. But if you have a ton of squares and rectangles, it's always nice to have the options of circles and hexagons, and just to change it up a little bit. And again, like I've shown you, you can have it on an 8x8 flat card if you want to. You could actually cut it down to 6x6. You can fold it in half and have a DL slimline card, or you could just leave it standing proud. There are so many options, and like for £17 and being able to split it in 3 and get capped P&P, and the list goes on, and get your free stamp. And
if you want a reason to shop, with the press checkout, that's exactly it. So that is £5.70. Maybe you're thinking, you know what? I love this idea. I love the variety. I didn't even know they existed. I'm going to order all 6. Absolutely. Your combined price there is under £103 compared to £40, £40, £40, £40, £40, £40, right? Way over £200. So it's cracking value for money. Maybe you're going to go for 1, maybe you're going to go for 2, but please don't miss out. Get your free members gift when you're shopping and put it all in one transaction, because then it's £3 capped P&P. Superstition states that bad things can happen in 3s. Well, not at Create and Craft. Tune in on Friday the 26th of May at 3 p.m. until Tuesday the 30th of May at 3 p.m. as we bring you our Big 3 event. Take advantage of £3 capped P&P. 3 flexi payments on all products over £15 purchased during our event, and up to 30% off selected products, especially for our club members. So, join us for our Big 3 event starting Friday the 26th of May from 3 p.m. The Big 3, back on Create and Craft. As busy as we are, the happy hour has sold out.
I knew it!
Well, we'll let you know if any bounce back, but it's already sold out. The whole of the happy hour stock, 80 minutes in, that has gone. The members' gift, you can still get. That will be free, but of course you've got to get the item number, haven't you, Tony, to get that home.
So you pop that in your basket and you get it free, do you?
Yeah, if you're in the club.
Oh.
Got to be in the club. There's always a reason to be in the club after all. I won't hold that upside down, of course I am. Back to front, away you go. But nevertheless, there it is for you. 180001. Shopping with anything else in your basket.
Might get a few of them back, Miss N.
Might do. Thank you very much. You're a club member, absolutely.
Is it one per person?
I've no idea.
Okay.
I think so. Let's say yes.
That's good, yeah. Okay.
Everyone's
so I've got something behind my back.
Now then.
Stock? It's pretty heavy, I can't believe.
I've never seen it before. I've seen this big one.
It's back in stock. I've been hiding it.
Although
it is back in stock, we don't have thousands. So I just want to quickly touch on it very quickly. There's so much good stuff in the show, and because we've got the 3 flexi as well, what a wonderful opportunity for you all. If you were sitting on the fence before or you missed it before, I haven't even touched on this on my Thursday or Friday night live because I knew this would fly.
We haven't even given you the name of it, haven't even given you the item number. What was that, Meg? 1/3 of the stock is sold out.
Okay.
What is it?
Basically, you've seen the big one, and the big one is back. I promise it's back in a few months, but here is the mini. So the mini, basically, I created it with a painting station in mind, okay? So it's white. You do not get a matte that is whiter than what we've got here. This took me a year to find a white, because white shows the true transparency of a colour.
Okay.
So you get your 4 mixing stations, which is wonderful. You can have it on your side, you can mix, you can reactivate the ink, you can let it go hard, you can reactivate with water if you want to. The beauty of this is it's magnetised, okay? What does that mean? It comes with some wonderful magnets, and I can hold my stencils in place, and I can stencil if I want to as well. So have the capability. Now, no sort of mechanism I've seen or any aid is going to stop us from holding our stencils anyway. It doesn't matter what you use, you have to hold it with your hand. And it's a natural thing, we do hold it with our hands. But to be able to have this magnetised area where we can pop our stencils on and have the aid to help us with our stenciling is wonderful. So I can hold it with my hand, and I can do all of my stenciling as well. It's 5x7, not many stencils come bigger than 5x7. So it's totally got you covered. And again, it wipes clean. You can set it off to the side. You can scribble your crayons, your paints, your powders, and have it as a mucky station. So if you want to use it as a separate element to your glass mat, maybe you've got some nice crisp white card on here, and you don't want the mess on here and you need to keep it on here, then you can just move this out of the way when you're ready and bring it back in when you want to. It's just, again, a workhorse. I know I keep saying it, I'm so sorry, but it absolutely is.
Well, it's something like you'd be by your side for every project you do, like for very many different reasons. Being magnetised. So 25% of the stock is gone. It's £25.19, so you have got a saving. Most of all, it's in stock, and in this show, Big 3, that's on 3 flexis now. That's
wonderful. So anybody maybe who's watching tonight who has one of these, if you use it for something different, maybe email and let us know what you use yours for, because I know there's a ton of people use it for so many different things, but stenciling, line art and things like that is wonderful. So make the most of it, because it's not back until this is back in stock.
So studio@creatingcraft.com, and by ordering that, pop your free gift in when you want, you get something for free. That'll be free if you're in the club.
What a great show.
Tremendous. I love how the different combinations.
If you just buy one thing today, you're just going to get everything in the show's less than 25 quid if you just buy one thing.
Yeah.
And you can put it on 3 if you want.
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? I was thinking about
that's really very good.
I do like a bargain.
And also, when you rocked up today, you were like, oh, I've got a member's gift. It's only like £3 or something. And I was like, no, it's free. And you were like, excellent, let's go.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to get hold of it. Why not? Now, the mini glass mat, half that stock has gone. So congratulations, everybody, going for the mini glass mat just up here at 039606. I know we go quick. For your members' gift. For the dies, which one are you going for? Which one of the Synergy lattice dies are you going for? The one you haven't got, your favourite one, whatever you fancy. Better than 50% off, which is the lowest price in the history of those 6 products.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
And once they're gone, they're absolutely gone.
And for a second there, we forgot. We've got the world launch. 6 embossing folders.
Which are less than £25 or £26. Wonderful.
Yep.
So let's show you. So let's show you this cross here. So this is the most popular one out of that bundle. 5x7 again. And again, it's as always with our 3D embossing folders, they are incredible, depth and dimension. The great technology given to give you that rise and fall in your cards is wonderful. So I'm just going to grab some white card here. Now, if you're wondering, well, which way, if you're just using white card, it doesn't matter which way you put it in. But if you do want to help yourself out a little bit, just pop an F to the front if you want to know, because sometimes we use cardstock that is coloured on one side and we want the raised here, and it's not coloured on the back, so sometimes we pop it in wrong. So I would say probably put front or top on the front so you know exactly which is the front. So I can feel it's raised at the back here, so that's going to push through into this piece here. So let's pop some white card in. I always do it on white, because if it shows on white, you know how good they are. So let's just show you on white first of all. So I like to ink and spray. We can do those sort of techniques as well, but let's just do it on white to show you really how incredible they are. So I'm just running this through my little machine, and this is back as well when we have our big glass mat back as well.
Fabulous.
So I'll just run this through, super easy here, and wait till you see this. Now, if you like the cast cards, clean and simple, quite clean in design, don't want to add any colour, these embossing folders are going to be perfect for you, because they look incredible just in white. Sorry, it's got a bit of orange on there. Sorry, it's got a bit of orange on there. I've still got a bit of ink on there from my messy craft.
I'll let you off, don't worry about that. I mean, already, I know it's called In Sympathy, and isn't it perfect to give a little bit of strength to someone who maybe has in a tough time at the mo. But for weddings, for christenings, for baptisms, for anything
so
like
many
that
different
at all.
things.
Yeah, for Easter, absolutely. It could be the most religious connotations. It could have no religious connotations. It's just really symbolic.
You have to just show the deboss too.
I will. Look at that.
So if you do like the deboss as well, you can absolutely do that. So let's just do another one, but let's step it up a little bit. And rather than traditional white, let's do it on some mirror, and let's use, let's use the stars, shall we?
Why not?
Now, I love the stars because I like florals. I don't really do the cute critter element of it, but again, this covers the whole plethora of your craft, from florals to cute critters and things like that. So all I'm going to do here, again, is I'm just going to feel, get that rise and fall, push, 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 and put my D card in here. Now, I'm using a bit of lovely mirror board here. You can see how good that's going to look, and then we can just pop this through. Yeah. So I would probably say when you get these home, get all your offcuts out, the bits and offcuts of A4 card that you're putting in that box, dig them out, run them through, and then all the ones, get them all embossed, pop them in a basket, and then you've got toppers for cards, you've got backdrops, you've got focal points, totally got you covered.
You can get every single square inch of that A4 cardstock, or that 12 by 12 cardstock, or whatever it is, the pad you're getting hold of. Oh, this looks fab.
Look at that. Sorry, I'll just do it to the front there. There you go.
Yeah,
look at that. That screaming teenager card to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, because you know kids love a bit of sparkle and holographic.
Absolutely, and the stars. It could be like being the top of the class or something like that, or maybe 12,
teacher,
13,
great
14.
teacher,
Yep.
star of a show.
Yeah.
You know, anything. It can be absolutely anything. That's why I love these. So that's that one. And then I'll just quickly run the hot air balloon now. Now we'll do this on black, and then we'll do some technique on it.
Something like your finger waxes or something like that.
Yeah,
or, you know, whatever you fancy.
confetti. We could. I've got my confetti, so what I'll do is I will do the technique of dry brushing on top. So let's just run this one through on black. Now, our watercolour embossing folders are brilliant for watercolouring. So if you do enjoy the moment of picking up a brush and painting, then you can absolutely do that. The depth is so good that when you put the brush onto there, you can't really go wrong. So they are wonderful. Oh, we've had some emails.
Oh, we've had some emails. We have, I hope they're fun.
I like emails.
Yeah, studio@creatingcraft.com. Maybe it's what product you're after. Do you love watching Toni on your social media channels? What have you been ordering? Have you got those before? What are you going to do with the embossing folders? Is there an occasion coming up? Maybe you just want to say hello. We are live this Sunday night. We're here for you. Yes.
I don't know if it's black, so it might not show, but I'll lean it forward and
I'll... on the way. Oh. Hey.
How wonderful is that? That is pretty
awesome.
There's
loads of detailing in there, like the basket, the hearts at the top, for example. There's tons of detailing.
I'm going to dry brush it now, Dan, and this is where you'll sort of like see it come to life. Let's just move that over there. So let's grab a brush and let's get some confetti. Now you could dry brush with white, any colours you've got in your stash. Just add a bit of water to this sparkling
paint. Now, since we
paint.
first introduced this trio, another 10% of the total stock has gone since we walked from there to the counter. So that's now nearly 25% of the three you're seeing there have gone. Both of the one-day specials are under the same item number, option 1 or option 2, but they're under the name. So, for example, this one will say Love in the Air and the Sympathy and the Carnival. 612133. The other side of things, you've got the Pebble, you've got the leaves. We'll show you all of those as we are going through, and the Infinity as well. There is the other three. But that one is a third. Look at that next to it. How cool. I know you're going to move anything. Isn't that absolutely extraordinary? Don't touch that. Move on. But different, like, torn elements, little bits.
3 times on the same size piece of card and then just laid on top, matched it back up. So here we are, look. This is where your mat, it comes into play here. So I can dry brush the mess onto here.
Confetti, ink, double up.
It's sold out.
Double the pigment, double the fun. It's got, okay.
So here I'm just taking, yes.
Same time as the glass mat?
Yes.
Excellent.
So I'm just taking a little bit of a sort of dry, brushy, and all I'm going to do is I'll start at the base here. And just go all the way up, 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 up. Super easy. Now again, because I'm using I could absolutely hold that as well. Help me out a little bit. And you could have done this on your...
I like your smaller glass mat, is your little palette.
Yeah, so now I can move that out of the way and have confidence that this is clean. That's what I like about it. I'm still going to have to clean up anyway because I'm just making a mess here. But, you know, having these good pieces of kit in your stash really do aid you with your craft. It stops you getting in a bit of a pickle.
Oh, that's striking, isn't it?
So you can do that and, oh, sorry. Dry brush it and you get that raised element. But then I would say probably like now, I would probably take a tissue or something and sort of like burnish it a little bit and just, yeah, and just see if you get a different look. If it's not already dried, you could burnish some of it back. So if you burnish the balloon a little bit, let's just add a bit of water to it.
By the way, your managing Matt. Ruthie is loving it. Ruthie, thank you for your email. Says, hello, Tony and Dan. Oh, my word, Ruthie says, it's a crafty bank holiday weekend to remember. All I'm saying is, I'm glad I already have the mini glass mat. Otherwise, I'd have had that on my order as well. Lol. Keep on streaming, Tony.
Oh, thank you.
That's from Ruthie. Thank you, Ruthie.
So here I just sprayed with a bit of water. And I'm just sort of like pushing it back a little bit, even though I was quite intense. Can you see it's sort of like blending it out a little bit here? And you could absolutely now go back over with some white. I've got like a... Just hold that up now and show you how different it looks. So it's not lining now.
Yeah, losing the brush strokes. I quite like that brush stroke design actually, but...
No, I didn't. That's why I got rid of it.
Okay.
So now I've got that wonderful sparkle. But do you know what? The beauty of this, like being like this, is then all, you know, I'm not using products that you don't already all have in your stash. Here's some white. So if you now wet some white and maybe got a brush and just stippled some white on top of the balloon, just make sure I get rid of all, not too much. And this will then pick out the balloon, so I'll have like a bit of a, so I'll put it on and then I'll brush it back with my tissue, with my
your clean microfiber cloth.
Yeah, so you just brush it out, and if you're thinking, oh, it looks a mess now, just give it a squitz with some water, blend it out. And this is what I like about embossing folders. They are absolute, look, I'm dragging that down, that looks really nice now. They're absolute workhorses. You can be really, really creative with them. Swipe with a black ink pad now if you want to, just hold out.
That's really interesting, really intriguing.
It is there, I promise, I'll lean it forward. Oh, it's not showing now.
This one's a funny one, because normally it's leaning forward, but this is a lean backer. I've got a question about your ink pads, by the way.
Okay.
From Jan, saying, evening all. Hello, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
I'm enjoying the lovely demos. Please, can you tell me more about the ink pads with ink that fades when you add colours? Many thanks. Does that make sense?
Ink that fades when you add many colours.
Please, can you tell me more about the ink pads with ink that fades when you add colours? I think these ink pads.
No, these are paint.
Are they?
Does she mean pads? They're out of stock, but basically they're a water reactive ink. I don't think she's referring to those here. I'm not sure. Tell her. Email.
Jane, you think give a little bit more?
Give us a little bit more.
We'll do our best, but we're here to answer them. So
yeah,
we'll absolutely.
I'm here for a while.
I'm here either tonight or 9 PM, right?
Yeah. So I'm back tonight at 9.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm done with this one now, so I'll move on to a different one if you want to.
Rightio. So those three together, that is your one-day special. You've also got the 6x6 as well. I'll remind you of all that in just a second. What are you going for? Do not forget, please, to pop one of your favourite dies in as well. The lowest ever price, better than 50% off, and that club members free gift for you. All part of the big three. That's where you've got Cat P&P. Even today's deal of the day.
Hello there. Now, I've got a personal question for you. Have you got a soggy bottom? Well, if you have, the deal of the day is perfect for you because it's going to give you the opportunity of how to avoid that with one of the 2 books that you're getting within your deal of the day. For just £12.59, you will get both of these books. And, of course, the Big 3 event still runs with these, so your post and packing is capped at £3. But on this occasion, spreading the cost as well, it's not over £15, but you can still spread the cost. 3 flexi buys. 2 fabulous books that are going to enhance your cooking, give you loads of hints and tips from the professionals to give you some amazing results and also a little insight into the great show itself. 2 of those books coming to you for that price is an absolutely amazing deal, and it's a fabulous gift for somebody as well. So if you fancy taking care of your soggy bottom and getting those perfect bakes, then this is the deal of the day for you.
You were saying about getting rid of a soggy bottom, weren't you, Tony, as well? So there's your books. They'll sort that.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that'll sort that right out. Excellent. Okay. She didn't know she was getting ready. It's all right. So these are your 2 new, and by the way, we love Hayley West. Follow her on social media. Find the crafting, the camping crafter as well to follow what she's up to. These are your 2 one-day specials, brand new world launches. Thank you to Toni for that. here on Create and Craft. These are the 3 you just saw. So you saw In the Air Tonight, which is absolutely beautiful, that hot air balloon. And then you've got the most popular one at the Mo, which is Sympathy, and then that full Starry Carnival. That is one of them. I'll invite you to look at your finished samples in just a sec. Then you've got the other one, same item number, just one or the other. They're named, rather than 1, 2, it's actual names of the folders. These are different size, different shape. So you've got 3 6x6 in here. Infinity. Imagine that one in that like embossed cardstock that we just used a second ago. Oh, sorry, the mirrored cardstock or a satin cardstock. And then you've got the Pebble Dash, which is really, really cool. You can imagine all the detailing. Maybe it's a lovely earthy look at the side of there. And then the leaves, which is where this sample came from, done 3 times, 3 different techniques. But isn't that absolutely exceptional? And then with a die and stamp combination with the wonderful collection on there. These could absolutely be used to make and sell, absolutely be used for any occasion. And then you see all of those different techniques and playing, or inspired by what you see with Toni does with her lives, etc., or her design team as well. That one there with the infinity in the background, isn't it absolutely divine? Fabulous, crafty friend, love that. Or there's the Pebble as well for you, a little bit of glitter being added on under the water, really mysterious, a little bit magical for you. They're on 3 flexi pays, so it's only £8.09. It could be £16.18, and then you get all 6 delivered for the exact same P&P of only £3. That'd be your first of 3 flexi pays. 612133. I recognise those sunglasses as well. Very, very cool with the Star Collection. But please, I'd love for you to go for them both together. There you go. You've got your fallen leaves and the hot air balloon in the same place. That's the sort of thing you can do together. 612133. That price, that offer, only for the duration of the one-day special, 24 hours. This is your members' gift. It's not unlimited supply either, so as soon as you get your order in, you'll definitely be adding this in as well. These are those beautiful, beautiful Be the Exception flowers there. In fact, I might just grab this sample card here. I know you'll see Karen's writing on the back. Sorry, Karen, but you've got lovely writing, so it's okay. You can see here that stamp on there. This will be free if you're a club member and adding it in with something else you're purchasing. 180001, you'll get all of these dies. That's a huge lily in the front, but some lovely sentiments going alongside. Going Out Besties at the top there, 180001. That is for the Big 3 event, and that is your members' free gift. But you've got to be shopping, go for something else, whatever you'd rather do. Those synergy dies. I'm absolutely loving these synergy dies. When they were first launched, they were $39.99. Now, as Toni was saying, so they're a couple of years old, the metal that is there with today's pricing, more like £49. However, the next 6 item numbers, this is number 1, 645499, £17.09. Number 2 has already gone, will never return. Number 3 is my personal fave. I know Marcus Director loved this one as well. Ben really enjoyed this one too. Ben, you said it was like a summer's day, this one, didn't you? So it was really, really summery. A knowing nod from Ben. A knowing nod is like...
It looks like the sunshine. It is wonderful. And it looks like a great big sunflower.
Beautiful. Number 7 is on here for you, which could be a little bit more masculine. I think it's quite a complicated design. Actually, there's a lot of interest in there. If you want to go down that route, again, miles better than 50% off for club members, £17.09. That's for number 7. Then we'll quickly show you number 5, which, you know what, and again, they're all over £15, which means they are all on 3 flexi pays in their own right. You've got like mini daisy flowers in there, which is really, really pretty, with a hexagon in the middle. £5.70 this month at 167050. That's for number 5. Number 6, which is one of the curly ones. The lovely like bubble designs, are they? Very like fabric-esque. You're right, Toni. He's making you laugh. You around the corner? No? Is all that clanging and banging? No. Okay. Is it because I said curly designs?
Curly designs.
Is it?
You mean circular?
Yeah, I do, yeah. What's that big curly shape? That'll be a circle.
That's a circle, then.
So you've got it with a hexagon in the middle. That's the one with the square in the middle. That is number 4. Number 4 has the square. 300, 129. I love those curlies. I'll say that next time I've got some circular dies. Curly dies.
So what's the beautiful, I'll show those, I promise you. So I'm back at 9 o'clock, so we'll cut some of those through. But let's just focus, because these embossed folders are doing so well, let's just focus on these for now. Is that all right? So I'm going to use the wonderful Pebble Dash Square. So we've done the 5x7 You might like both and you might want both. That's your prerogative. I have separated them in case people don't like the particular
detail in every single pebble, right?
Yeah, it's so cool. So I'm going to just ink this up here, but I never know which side to ink up because I'm not sure whether it's going to press the colour in or if it's going to be on the exterior. So you know what? I do both because you know what? I'm going to hide one of the sides, so I'll just pick the best out of the two.
All right.
So it's like 2 for 1.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. You're giggling at me now because I've said that. So let's do a little bit of a, shall we do like a Tutti Frutti card where we've got all different...
Go on, then. That's old school.
All different colours. So I'll use my big ink pads here. So let's just spot some yellow on in some places. So I'm doing both sides here. So what will happen is the colour will stay on the embossed on one side and on the debossed on the other. So let's just swipe some colour in random places. So let's go with yellow. Let's pop a bit of orange on here. So no rules. I always like to spray with a bit of water as well. I like the look of a bit of a bleed where it gives me a bit of a distress look, but it's totally up to you. You do not have to spray, okay? And I would say maybe experiment, just play around with it, see if you like it. It's a piece of card. It can go in the bin if you don't like it. So, you know, just get some colour laid down and play with them. You get so much fun out of...
And actually, it really changes the look of it, like doing this like Tutti Frutti design, like you called it that.
Yeah, so like...
It could be really young, really joyful, really playful, really uplifting, or it could be really natural and a bit grungy, actually, couldn't it?
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, yeah, it's pebbles, but listen, I might want it to be bubbles. It could be bubbles. You know, like popped bubbles if you want to. Sweets.
Yeah.
Could be anything really you really wanted to. Let's do blue. So I'm just covering... oh, that's a bit dark.
Even it up.
So let's just add that around there. Now, sometimes if you've done that and you're thinking that's going to be a little bit harsh, you can sort of like take your stencil brush and just sort of like get rid of any harsh lines that you don't like. Just soften those lines if you want to. I'm not saying it'll help, but you can try. Like I say though, I'm not too precious about it. I'm not too precious about a piece of card not looking the way I want it to. So there we go, front and back. So we can spray it with a bit of water. So just a little bit, not too much, and then we'll just pop our card in.
I'm intrigued about this.
Let's pop that in place, and then we'll just shut our embossing folder, and let's just run it through and see what happens.
Now, you know that email we got from Jan?
Yeah.
What are you looking for your plates?
Oh, the about the
ink.
Ink, yeah.
Cheap.
Don't know what I've done with my plates. Too busy talking.
Are they under here? No. Are they under there?
They're here, darling. Thank you.
Oh, I do. Yeah, Tim did ask. Please can you tell me more about the ink pads with ink that fades when you add colours? Well, Mandy has emailed in. Thank you, Mandy.
Right.
Saying, hi, you fabulous peeps.
Hey.
Which is a great way to start every email you've ever sent.
Yeah.
I think the lady who emailed in talking about is talking about the no-line ink pad for colouring in stamps. Mine arrived today and I love it.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. So it's actually on the website, actually. A pick of the day or something like that. I don't know. But basically, our no-line watercolour ink pad it gives you a very subtle outline that disperses when you've painted, so your image looks like it never had an outline.
Right.
So you look like a true watercolour
So that's
artist.
called no-line.
It's called
like Jan, so no-line
It's
sounds
called
like the
no-line, and I will just grab mine very quickly because it's in my bag here, so you have a visual. It's this one here. So it's very, very pale. I'll just pop it onto a piece of card, but I'm certain it's on the web somewhere. I'll just pop it on the back of this one here. You won't actually see it, but just see it there. Can you see it?
Yep.
Just. So basically it is a ink pad that gives you the outline to start with. As soon as you start to paint, the outline disperses, giving you an image that looks like you've just freehand painted it. And if it stays in, if you've stamped it, you get the very faintest. It's like, if you think about tea dye from your distress inks, it's very similar to that, but it disperses.
Okay.
If that's any help at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mandy, brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mandy.
Ordered 2 dyes already. That is for Mandy from County Durham.
Wonderful.
Yep, brilliant.
Well done.
Mandy, thank you for your help.
Don't forget to share your makes. Right, so let's have a look at this. We didn't have a look, did we?
Yeah, sorry. You love it?
I don't know which. I always like to look at both before I say debossed.
I'm debossing. Are you debossed?
So this is deboss.
That's really funky, isn't it?
That looks like it's been done on a jelly plate. And then
it does.
You've got your embossed.
Although actually the background, or maybe I'm taken by that.
I don't know, but what you can do once it's been done like that, guys, is it's super easy, look. You can add some water because it's water reactive ink, and you can just sort of like reinvigorate it and let it disperse and play around with it. I can take my brush, which has got that little bit of gold on it, and smudge it around a little bit.
Yeah.
I just love embossing folders, you know. You could literally spend hours. There has been occasions where I have been doing things for my embossing folders and looked up and thought, oh, I better feed my son.
Oh gosh, it's Friday.
Mum, I'm hungry. All right, won't be a minute. Mum, I'm hungry.
Shut that door, I can hear something.
So there we go, look, I've just sort of like dispersed that colour a little bit, softened it a little bit. Looks like a brick wall. You could do it in brick wall. Brick coloured if you want to. Okay, so let me just show you. Let's just put a quick card together because I do like to make cards, believe it or not.
Now, the pebbles are with the leaves and also with that big infinity burst. That trio, 40% of the stock has sold out of the world launch. So congrats to everybody watching us this Sunday night, 612133. You have got 3 flexi pays. You've got Cat P&P of only £3, and you have got that free members gift. And you've got 6 dies, lowest ever price to pick from. There's plenty more as well. For example, the glass mat back in stock. There's an awful lot to go at, which is wonderful. What you have got, what you haven't got, maybe reinvigorate, whatever you fancy.
Yeah, and some of the things, like we've got Quatre D back in stock, but there's just too much to touch. There's just too much to touch on. We might get a chance tonight. So here we go, look. I have an 8x8 card. I have a piece of pink. Now, here we are, look. Here's that lovely one we've just done. If we pop it in there, look how different it looks now. It's matte and layered onto a piece of card. But I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with white. Because I don't want it to be coloured, I don't want it to be a wall, I just want it to be some texture, and you'll see why. Embossed.
Embossed, what did I say?
Debossed. So I'm just going to pop this in here like so.
I'm with you.
So I just like the white because I just love how dimensional it is. It just it looks like a bit of quilted. It looks wonderful.
It looks like it's in certain colours. It looks like something under a microscope.
But I just want to show, yeah, absolutely. But I just want to show you, yeah, we've called it pebbles. It looks like pebbles, but it so does not have to be. Because look here, I have a bow from my stash. I have a bow from my stash, and we could absolutely probably make a wrapped present type style design here. So let's just trim that one off very quickly. Oh, my scissors were stuck shut then.
Whoa, what have you been doing with them? You're cutting your foam pads, have you?
Call the craft police.
Oh, they'll be on the way.
So I'm just going to pop this one flat. So I'll just make a little bow. You could actually do it like a wrap, as if you were doing a present. Then we've got another one here, look, where it's got a little bit smaller in design. Oh.
Throw that away.
Jumping out my hands.
Yeah, I've stuck one of those down before.
It's as giddy as me. It's a giddy kipper.
It is.
You know, since I mentioned like giddy kipper on it, I get so many messages going, Tony, I've just received my goods. I'm such a giddy kipper.
Such a giddy kipper.
Such a giddy kipper. So I'm just going to pop that little bow in the centre there. And I also have a sentiment somewhere, but as it's gone under my mat, no. It said best wishes for a bit. So it was going to be like a wrapped present, but just to show you that you do not have to have it as a pebble dash background. When I say these are workhorse embossing folders, just texture in the background is going to aid you with your craft and maybe stop you from thinking, I'm not sure where I'm going with this card. As soon as you run them through on the embossing folder, they really, really are beautiful. You're not going to be hunting around. And again, you can see if you do want to do all of your inky techniques, play around with colour, add texture, you can totally do that. But I like a good white on white. Our embossing folders are that good, you can just do it white.
10 minutes left on the show. That's been said a minute. Wow.
Where did that go?
Jan has emailed back in saying, yes, that was the one she was thinking of, the no line. So Jan says thank you to Mandy.
If it's not on the web, I'll get some more loaded because we've got a ton.
Okay, perfect. And also, Jan's helped herself some of the dies as well, so bravo. Right, 612133 is for those 1 day specials. Are you coming along? Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't know if I were coming along. I came anyway.
You're like, where are we going? It's great. I was like, we're finishing off air, Tony. I'm going home. Where are we going?
No.
We're going to go through this really, really quick. We've got 3 Quatre Ds in stock for you, which is absolutely wonderful. Should we start on this top row, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're not au fait with our wonderful Quatre D, it's that 4-stage system that's going to allow you to create the shop-bought finished cards that you see in store that are texturised, that are stamped, that are die-cut. Then the last element is the 3D embossing. And that's where you're going to get that touchy-feely and people are going to go, how have you made that? Did you buy that topper? No, you didn't. We actually made it ourselves. So basically you get your layering stencil. I'll show you a board, but you get your layering stencil system in your stencils. Yep. You get the coordinating stamp, which fits seamlessly. All of which, by the way, can be used as total independence. And I said to you, didn't I, Dan? before we came to air, these are not reduced in price because I can't afford to reduce them any further than I already put them on. I'm looking at the price and it looks like TV have.
Oh.
Because they're £40 each, aren't they, normally?
Oh, right.
So they're 31.
Don't
31.
Don't tell.
Guys. And then you get the coordinating die to cut. I've just looked, just caught my eye as that. And then the embossing folder to make it 3D. Let me explain it a bit further on this wonderful board.
Okay.
This is where the true beauty comes together. So each independent can be used on its own. So you can use the embossing folder, 3D embossing folder all day long. Beautiful. Stamp and embossing folder, stencil and stamp, stamp and stencil, die cut, stencil, emboss, whatever you want to do. So there's so many options, honestly. Absolutely wonderful. So here we go. Here's the stencil system here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you get the beautiful outline stamp. Absolutely beautiful.
Lovely, aren't they?
What happens if we want to use the stencils, the stamp and the outline die? What about stamp,
and die cut?
Outline, 3D emboss?
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
What about 3D emboss, no outline? Just sparkle? Not the... look at the 3D embossing, that perfume ball. These are incredible. And you can see from the samples, build them in with your background, your textures, build them in with your background 3D embossing folders in the show today if you want to. They're gonna work. I don't create an embossing folder that's just gonna work for one thing. They work for everything. So you can see, grunge it up, texture, watercolour them, just the outline and watercolour them. They've got sentiments in there for the dies. So that's the lovely feel good.
Which is like a perfume bottle, right?
Which we all know when you smell good, you feel good.
Rightio.
So
then we
the
go on
next
to
one
the
is
cake, please.
the cake. So I'll not get it out of the pack, but it's the same concept. The layering stencil system, the stamp, the die, and the 3D embossing folder all hold their own. So this is the beauty of them here. So stencil 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you get the outline die, but look at these here, built up with just the emboss, built up with the emboss and the stamp and coloured, built up with all of the layering stencils, the embossing, maybe chop out one of the stencils for some sparkly paste. So you know our Eyes Ink diamond pastes, they look wonderful. And that, just going back, no, not on that one, just going to have a look at one of these samples here. This perfume bottle here, you can do it with all of the designs, but if you look at the perfume inside this bottle, that has been done with our sparkly paste.
Oh, wow.
So swap out one of the stencils for sparkle, they look totally awesome. So that's that one. And then lastly, we have the beautiful handbag.
And so that one's reduced in price as well, £31.49.
Yeah. Looks that way.
But it seems so.
Now what I can do about it now.
And you remember earlier on, actually, I said I recognise those sunglasses. Here they are. There's a sample
and you actually get the halo
folders.
in the sunglasses. Now, do you see that 3D in the bag? That is done with 4 stencils. I pride myself on getting dimension in so little stencils. I'm trying to be better with plastic anyway. I had the lecture off my son last year, and the focus for Stamps by Me is to use less plastic in everything. So here is the bag, before I get in trouble, because he's the boss in my house if you haven't. So stencil 1, 2, 3, built together, and you get that wonderful bag. Because we had space on the embossing folder, we popped in the coordinating sunglasses. So these are going to interchange with the cake because it's celebratory, fashion, perfume, they all interchange. Just them here is just embossed. Here we have it in black. Again, look how cool that looks as a black pattern patent bag. Pretty. And you also get the word love as an embossed as well. So they're all sized beautifully to interchange. So if you have the shoes, if you have the cocktails, if you have the flowers, they all work together.
Now, so if you've missed out on these before, individually, maybe they're going to be gifts, I don't know. 980769 gets you the Stay Fancy set, which is exactly that handbag, whichever one you'd rather get hold of. Still a part of the Cat P&P. It's over £15. You've got 3 flexi pays. What's that, £10.50? £10.50 on flexi pay if you're in the club. All of your repeats are on the website, createandcraft.com. We're going to go for the one-day special. Go on, Tony. Go on. Not forgetting, you see there, not too far, the Synergy lattice elements. Once they sell out, that is it forever. Bless you, Ben. So, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are all in stock, all lowest ever price, all 50% off, better than for club members, and you've got that free members gift as well. But to have a look here, we've only got like 3 or 4 minutes of the show. Remind us which embossing folder and which set.
5x7. So these are, they all work across the board for all occasions, but you have 2 options. You have a 5x7 and a 6x6. Now they're both in the same product number. You just need to click the drop-down box and choose. If you buy both, perfect. If you're not, you can pick your option. So in this particular option, you get the wonderful Sympathy cross. It's called Sympathy because that's where I felt it was taking me, but of course it doesn't have to be in any religious manner or anything like that, Easters, christenings, whatever you want it to do. Then we have the burst of stars. Now, I love to do florals, as you all know, but it is cool to have those workhorse embossing folders in your stash, because not always do we need a focal point. We need something to enhance our backgrounds. So you have the spatter of stars and the like sun ray element, and then just above that we have the hot air balloon, which just speaks love to me in every way. So whether that be somebody retiring, whether that be a new home, whether it be vacation, holidays, it could even be Christmas if you put a Christmas flower on top of the embossing folder as well. Just absolutely beautiful.
So they are world launches, brand new today. There are your sunglasses. I hope you know now we're sort of joining on the dots on the items in the show. I love that one actually, with the embossing folder in the background, Tony, and then
yeah, because they're not too difficult to fussy cut, which is wonderful. Now, if I'd have added dies, they would have been quite expensive, and I'm trying to keep the cost down for our lovely crafters at home. So that is incredible. Look at pick that other one up outside. That's black.
This one?
No. Yep. Sorry. Now.
Right. Whoa!
That was the look I was trying to achieve over there. Yeah, it went a bit of a hot mess, mine, but that was the look. Mind you, that has got some sparkly embossing on top as well. So if you swipe it with a sticky ink pad and do sprinkling of your lovely embossing pads, you get the sparkly element as well. But it just shows you, when you look through the wonderful samples, how you can see we've got different creative mindset when we are creating. My design team are so different, but so unique in their own style, and you will see clean and simple, you will see a bit of grunge, you will see classic, you will see inky, and that's the beauty of it. No two crafters are ever going to be the same, and because you've got a good product in your hand, you're going to be creating amazing cards.
It's so exciting to have these options at our fingertips. The other three, as you mentioned, which is just over here, which is a 6x6, you said, right? Different to those, and this is where the Pebble Dash came from.
Pebble Dash into the forest, and then we have the wonderful sunray. Now this sunray, if you just pop a circle die in the middle of that, just saying cool kid or happy Father's Day, it's absolutely done, isn't it? But if you want to step it up and jazz it up, you can absolutely put sentiments in the centre. You could add highlights, lowlights if you want to. All of our embossing folders are wonderful, embossed and debossed, so you have options. The debossed isn't ugly on any of our 3D embossing folders. The debossed is just as beautiful as the 3D element, so use both, utilise both, because they are really, really beautiful. If you like your square cards, it's totally got you covered. If you want to cut them down to 4x4s, to 5x5s, do it. Just because it's a 6x6 does not mean that you have to use them as the size that they are. If you've got a die cut tag now, just a tag, or a shape from one of the shaped beautiful handmade card dies, and put it inside, you know, the square or the hexagon or the circle. If I snip that out of that design and pop it into here in the centre, I've got a 3D shape, which I can stick back on.
One of your quadrides that you've die cut out, and that going in that, almost like an aperture space, isn't it?
Yeah, so just because they're square, try not to think of them just as square or just as 5x7, because you can utilise them in so many ways. If you're using a DL-shaped card, they're a repeating pattern, so you can keep going and going and going, so the pattern repeats.
How exciting is this? Right, we're out of time. We've got 20 seconds left. You are not out of time or out of stock yet. £8.09 on FlexPay, to whichever three you want to get hold of at 612133. And the members gift.
Don't forget free.
Put that in your basket. You've got to put the item number in and be shopping. You'll get that for free. We'll see you at 9 p.m. Rightio, I'll see you in a bit. So we will see Toni at 9 o'clock. Really useful boxes. Last chance at 8 p.m. But Janet and Charlie all in Create Stamp Spectacular live after the break.
When you look at a tattered lace die, you instantly can see the excellence, the precision cut that you expect every single time. The team putting their ideas together has such a massive positive impact on tattered lace, and what I absolutely love about it, when the team is together, nothing is ever compromised. The design from start to finish is always thought through with the crafters in mind, knowing of course you're going to want exactly what you're expecting from tattered lace. Whether you join Tattered Lace right from the beginning at Tattered Lace's journey, or whether you're joining today, it really doesn't matter. There's something in here for everybody, and it's achievable for every level of crafter.
Join us every Thursday for 5 hours of soft crafts.
Hello everyone, I've got a few moments to tell you about the rolling ruler. I've never seen one of these before and they're absolutely fantastic. So when you're measuring out and doing your angles on your designs, whether you're drawing or marking out, this is going to be perfect for you. First of all, it operates as a regular ruler because you have the measurements running along the front. But then this is where it gets really interesting. If you just apply a little bit of pressure and push forward, you can see those measurements just starting to turn. And when you look down on the ruler at that roll, it will tell you exactly how far you have gone in your centimetres. You've also got millimetres on here as well. Very interesting to use. You've got holes along the front as well where you can place a pen if you want to drag that back or push that forward. There's also an interesting part to it which runs all the way across, so if you put that on some paper that's got text on there, you can clearly read it. This is your multifunction instrument from your Quick Picks.
Quick Picks, craft and must-haves at top pick prices. Have you seen our fantastic mixed media shows yet? They're called A Moments with Mixed Media, and you'll be able to tune in every Tuesday at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. We're showcasing amazing guests who are bringing us loads of incredible products and, of course, those techniques. Unmissable. Please join us here on Create and Craft every Tuesday.
Very well, welcome back to Create and Craft. You know, it's been quite a weekend, hasn't it? We've got all these amazing brands under one roof. We're absolutely spoiled. And we're here with Janet. Janet, good to see you.
Hello, and you too.
So, I love all and Create, as you know. And, you know, you may recognise some of these, but if you haven't been watching for some time, then these might be the first time you actually get to see these. But we've got about 24 different items to go down.
We've got a huge variety as well. So there's different designers, different sizes, different styles. So something for everybody.
There truly is. Joy, it's better than half price if you're a club member here. So we're loving these deals. When we save 30%, it's far more than 30% quite often on this particular show. You know what, the first one is better than half price. Should we dive straight into this? Because we've got, I mean, a lot of stamps to go through. It's capped postage, by the way, at just £3. So do remember that. So we haven't seen these earlier on. No, this is a different focus for this show, isn't it? Oh, Haley's last show you did, didn't you?
I know.
That was a nice moment.
And she did my screen test.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, so it was really nice to sort of just do her last
You always
show.
remember who did your screen test, don't you?
Yeah.
Honestly, you feel like you just owe them so much, don't you? I remember who did mine. We do wish, of course, Hayley all the best. It's been a lovely last day for her, so yeah, good send-off, good send-off. I'm sure she'll be back in touch. You know what, though, we have got lots to go through. Right, should we start off with this? Right, so where do we begin, then? Because this is art in its own right.
This is fabulous. So this is a lovely A4 set by Tracy Evans. It's called Through the Meadows, and it's just got some wonderful. Actually, if we show that?
Should we hold
that's
that?
just a coloured-in version of the stamps, which is fabulous.
That's the whole set.
Yeah, that's the whole set. So you've got sort of the 3 big size stamps, and then you've got some sentiment in there as well. So
you get loads in that, don't you?
And they're just beautiful. So you can see they've just been coloured in by Corrie, who does that, just to give you an idea. But fabulous kind of background stamps, but they make fabulous just stamps in their own right as well. So they're just beautiful stamps, lovely butterflies, circles, leaves.
That's fantastic.
Lots of nature. But I was just thinking, I always think green, obviously, when I see those, but not everybody does.
No.
Some people see purples and oranges, and so whatever colour you want to do them, however you want to do them.
That's a really nice set, isn't it? Do you know what? We're loving this, and you clearly enjoy this too. 20%'s actually gone of this particular set, so it's 6 stamps there. So you didn't look at this earlier on at all?
No, we've got loads of stuff on the show, so yeah, we're doing half.
Lots of you are shopping ahead. They're telling me to be quick because I can talk, as you might know. Be very strict. My word, we better go down.
Better do what we're told.
Right, so we've also got these. the actual butterflies. So this is it's the floral wings.
Yeah.
A quarter's already gone here then, Janet.
I'm not surprised. So this is an absolutely beautiful set by, this is by Olga. And you've got you've got the sort of whole butterfly, which with the wings are made up of flowers, which just looks absolutely beautiful. And then you've got the sort of 2 wings at the bottom, which you can use. If you do your reverse techniques, you could use a whole butterfly with both wings, or do the separate wings, use them individually, however you want to do them. So they're fab. So this is a bit more, so this has got one of each wing. So
that's clever, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's just a scene within a wing, which is a fabulous idea. And then you've got the other one, which is kind of your light bulbs, which goes well with, I think we've got Steampunk Alchemist coming up.
Yes, we have, actually.
Goes well with him. It would work lovely with him as well.
I mean, this is just lovely art.
And this is just beautiful. This is, again, by Corrie, the colouring, and just absolutely stunning. So how beautiful is that? I can remember, actually, when this was first brought out, and somebody told Abs he thought it was the most beautiful stamp set he'd ever seen.
Oh, really? Oh,
that was a while ago, but yeah, it's just beautiful.
Can I turn it around? Because they're huge stamps.
Yeah, they are huge stamps. They're good size. They sort of, the butterfly's a good A5 size stamp.
It looks like it.
It's a big stamp, yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. Well, there you go. And you know what? We could spend a whole hour on that, couldn't we?
Absolutely.
We've got at least another 20 items to go through. But a third of the stock's now gone. So, yeah. £9.70 off. But, of course, considerably more if you're a club member there. Don't forget, like I said earlier, it's a big free event. So, cap postage at £3. And if you're buying items on the website, even anything, or give us a call if it's £15 item or more, it's going to be on 3 Flexis. Right. What have we got here then, Janet?
So this is our Magnify It. So this is by Bipasha. So we've got different designers, and this is fabulous. So you've got your wonderful magnifying glass there, which could be used for all sorts. You could put a photograph behind that. You could of somebody you know or you love, and you just put a photograph. You could put little insects behind it. You could put flowers, whatever you want. You could use it as a frame. And then you've also got the fabulous galleon. I'm going to call that. I think that's a galleon with and a hot air balloon as well. So they're fantastic.
Do you know what, stock-wise, a lot of that's gone already,
I'm
actually.
Not surprised.
I think it's a firm favourite with our friends in the gallery, too. They're loving this one.
This fabulous stamp set. And you can use it, again, air balloon sort of has a bit of, and the galleon have quite a vintage vibe for me, but you can use them for all sorts as well. So you've got a lovely book cover here, which is fabulous. You've got a nice sort of, you could use that as a picture almost, and you've put acetate onto the...
That's a little wall piece there,
so
little
this
piece
is
of
just a
decor.
little wall
Is
piece.
that acetate there?
It'll be that mirror. You can get that spray that kind of looks like a mirror.
That's
I would
really
think.
clever, isn't
I would
it?
think,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Could well be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that's lovely. Do you know what? 40%'s gone here
I'm not
as well.
surprised.
So, yeah, we're not surprised. These savings way better than half
Way
price. And
better.
it might have been that stamp set you were tempted by not so long ago, or maybe you were waiting for the moment. Maybe you just want to kick yourself out with lots more art. Maybe just get into the all and create kind of look, because you know you could go for it. And if you're getting into crafting, even if you just got a black ink pad, you know. The art looks gorgeous in their own right.
It just looks fabulous in its own right. So you can do clean and simple. You can grunge it up as much as you like. It just depends on you.
On your style, doesn't it?
On your style.
The next one, the third's already gone.
That's
like a mechanical kind of wing we've got
So
there.
this is fabulous as well. It's kind of similar. So this is again by Bipasha, Olga, and this is I think this is probably one of our iconic kind of images that you've got here. And you've got the person. I think it's a lady, but it could be a man as well. Just sitting at the bottom there, just a stunning, stunning image, sort of peaceful, reflective image. And then you've got the wings, you've got the borders. So this is an absolutely amazing stamp set as well. And again, I think one of our most popular stamps. But the wings will work nicely with the butterfly that we saw earlier as well. So they're kind of similar size, a little bit bigger, these ones, but just beautiful.
They are, aren't they? They're
so much variety.
It's one of my favourites already.
Yeah, yeah.
There is a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know what? You've got the actual borders are really handy on this. Well, let's say, I'm calling it a border. That's the first thing I thought of. No, that one on the back there. Yeah.
It's a border. Yeah, it's not DL size. It's much bigger than a DL size. It's a huge stamp. And you've also got individual sort of smaller wings as well. So you could put the wings on the lady. You could put the wings on other characters you've got in the range. If you've got other stamps. Or just anything. You can, your mixed media people like putting wings on things.
Why not?
Just put wings on things.
We don't need a reason to do it. We just like putting wings on things. Do you like putting wings on things?
Yeah.
If you do, then go for it. You know what? I like to wing it. But you know, I'm obsessed with gel plates at the moment.
Yeah.
And I've seen people stamp to remove the ink. And imagine that on gel plate just moved off.
Fabulous.
It's a wonderful technique. And, you know, £13.50. It sounds like you guys are shopping ahead for this. Do you know what, it could be quite steampunky, that. And of course, the next one we got is steampunky.
It is our steampunk
This is from Olga again.
So this is from Olga again. So this is, again, another icon of the range, I think. This lovely man. He's just fabulous. He could be a scientist. He could be a sort of school teacher.
Very eccentric kind of scientist.
Eccentric. He could be definitely a bit eccentric, I think, yeah. And then you've got the light bulbs there, which Abs absolutely loves. He puts light bulbs on just about everything he does.
Yeah.
And then you've got your bottles there as well. So it's really, really useful range. There's so much variety in there and so much different use for it all.
You know, just crying out to get some crackle glaze on one of those.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Crackle glaze.
Like a glaze, and it looks beautiful. I can't remember where I saw that, but it's probably all in Create examples. They're always fantastic.
I think Abs has definitely done crackle glaze in those light bulbs.
I think it was. In fact, Joel, speaking of which, is that crackle glaze? Is that embossing powder? I'm not sure.
It's probably glaze, I should think, on top of there.
Speaking of which, yeah, there you go.
Speaking of which, on
Elixirs
the bottles.
And potions, that's really exciting.
So, although these are big stamp sets, you don't have to do big projects. So you can do like smaller projects, like Corey's done, and again with the Alchemist and the bottles, you could do one here, which is book cover.
That's beautiful, you know. You know, we've got more stamps. We got, well, some more. We've got loads. We're not even halfway, Janet.
No.
We're going to do a lot. But it's so good. Well, thanks so much for bringing the examples.
They're fun. Yeah, no, they're fabulous. And I just think as well, if you're new, if you've been an All and Create fan for a while, you've maybe seen these before, and you've maybe thought, shall I or shan't I? Now is if you're relatively new to All and Create, these will be new to you. And what an amazing price to get these fabulous.
It's a great introduction, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, we got some smaller stamp sets coming your way too. This one here is called basic veg. We've got basic veggies. So you know, a third's gone here, and you know, we hear a lot about people nowadays like growing vegetables at home. So actually, it's a nice way of personalising if you are using it for gift cards.
Absolutely, a gift cards or a gardener. I think you could make like a notebook for a gardener or a sort of calendar for a gardener or something. If they like growing their veggies. And this is fab. This is by Bipasha. You've got all your different fruits, you've got different veggies in there.
Yes.
So it's just absolutely beautiful. And you have to, we probably won't do it now, but you have to kind of read the words in these because she has words and numbers all mingled through there. And they're quite funny, some of them. Some of them are quite deep and meaningful, but some of them are quite funny as well.
Right.
So they're just as you colour them in, as you stamp them out, you will see the detail in these stamps. They are amazing.
It is, isn't it? That's so All and Create. You know, I've seen lots of pumpkins, don't get me wrong, but that's the All and Create. The workings out, a kind of left in a little bit of crunch. You know, it's a nice alternative for Halloween cards.
Absolutely,
because I get scared quite easily at Halloween. I can't stand being scared.
No.
So actually, that's just a nice nod towards the festive season.
Somehow it looks vintage and modern at the same time. I don't know how Bipasha's done that, but to me, that you could definitely go vintage with it, but you could definitely give it a modern twist as well. And you can cut the veg out from the background as well, use it separately if you wanted to. So
I think so. It's lovely. And do you know what? Who thought veg could be so cool?
I know, they're so cool.
You know,
All and Create make veg cool.
I never thought I'd see a carrot and I think that is cool. Yeah, how amazing they do that, you know. Don't get me wrong, I love pumpkins, but they're not cool. They are.
They are.
It's amazing what you can achieve. So saving £15.49, so 376625. There's lots of item numbers, folks, so the easiest way to shop is on the website, as you probably know, creativeandcraft.com. Right, now the next one we've got, we've got £8.99 price points coming up now, and they are brilliant. That's, of course, if you're a club member. Right, there's something about this. Is it quite retro?
Definitely, yeah.
You know, there's a story in these.
You've got your old clock. I think is it a grandmother clock if it's a smaller size? I think that's not a grandfather clock.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it might be. I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
Grandfather clock's the big ones that stand on the floor.
They?
Yeah, but this is a smaller one, I think. So it's a grandmother clock. And then you've got your fabulous old typewriter as well, which I know there will be people out there like me that learnt to type on a typewriter like that. And then you've got your... oh, it's not an egg timer, is it?
Hourglass.
Hourglass. I never remember the name.
I know what you mean. I think egg timer before I think of hourglass.
Hourglass is the word I'm looking for. And again, fabulous kind of vintage feel to these as well. And just really clean and simple. You can just use it in a really clean and simple style. You can use it on your journaling. You can give it a fabulous background. You can add grunge and texture and everything to it as well. So again, however you like to use them, you can use them. It's just amazing.
It is. It's really, really exciting. Like I said, just in black ink, it looks so great. And, you know, they're kind of like the building blocks that create so many gorgeous backgrounds if you're using them quite subtly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can do. And, you know, your favourite line, my favourite line of yours, I should say, is it makes you feel like an artist.
It does, it does.
Do you watch Creating Craft when you're at home?
Yeah, I hear you say that quite a lot.
Daily. I say it daily. You know, so I have stolen that. So I have been having a go at me now. Yes, I have completely taken that. But it's a compliment.
Yeah, yeah. You said you were going to. That's fine.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
you have
honest.
my permission.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But it really, it makes you feel so good. And,
you do.
And that's a wonderful thing about craft.
Yeah. You can't go too far wrong with All and Create. You can just stamp and colour if that's all you want to do, and you just take it to any level you want to take it. The stamps are there to work for you.
They are very special. Do you know what? The third's actually gone on this. So, yeah, they're lovely price points we've got here. Do you know what the usual price? Yeah, £18.99. It's already discounted. And then, of course, a much big further discount than usual if you're a club member. So really happy days there. Now the next one we've got some florals here. Do you can go very pretty with this. It hasn't got to be all grunge.
No, it doesn't have to be grunge at all. So this is a nice change of style again. This is Bipasha again. Some beautiful florals. And just absolutely
fantastic
beautiful
artists, you know.
Yeah, they all just have their own styles. And what's really nice is they all have their own styles. I know which is which. I would know when you show. Even if you showed me a new stamp, I would probably know.
So as soon as you see it.
Yeah, I would know. I say
you get to know that with design team members as well from their own styles.
You do. But they all work together as well. So you don't have to all buy Bipasha stamps. You don't have to all buy Tracy's or Olga's. You can buy all of them, and they will work together. The older stamps work with the newer stamps, so they just work.
It is, and
they are fantastic.
Every single stamp. I haven't seen an All and Create stamp I've never really disliked.
No, they are just.
I like them all. They're all fascinating. They're all head turners. You know, all the stamps. You don't just go, oh, that's nice. You actually look. Wow, there's a lot to study here. There's a lot to appreciate. So, yeah, this is the Blooming Beauty. So it's 5 stamps, 065716. So lovely tags we got here too. Joe, thanks so much for bringing these in, Janet, and thanks to the design team, because we've got stacks of inspiration here. They're lovely. The next one is really exciting we got here. You know, this is called the Deep Focus, I think that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 11 stamps.
11 stamps. This is by Olga. So this is kind of background, I guess, but you can use it, again, that circle there, you can use that put a photograph behind it, or just, you can make a little scene within it. I think that's Joe's card that she's done that. Just make a little scene within it there. So you've got the fantastic main image, but then you've got lots and lots of background elements as well. So you've got your fabulous kind of squiggly thing with the lines there.
Oh,
you've got loads of backgrounds. And
so that's one stamp.
That's one stamp, that one there. Yeah, that's
You can easily mask that off if you want to put a sentiment in there, perhaps.
You could. Easily, and make a little scene with it, cut it out, use it, as I say, with a photograph or a picture or something behind it, and then you've got your fabulous little background elements in there as well. So this is a really, really useful stamp set by Olga.
They are. They're lovely. Your third's gone here, Janet, too. So, yeah, you're going to get used to these stock updates. We do it because, well, it's a shame if you decide you want it and it's not available. That's why we try and give you a heads up on that. The next one we got, I've seen quite a lot of nautical themes recently, actually.
Yeah. All and Create have got quite an extensive nautical range, actually. We had Voyager earlier on in the show at 3 o'clock, so this would work beautifully well with that as well. So you've got your kind of steering wheel, got binoculars, you've got your compass there, and then you've got the toucan as well, which is fab. I love him.
It's really it's intriguing why the nautical theme is so popular. It reminds me of like exploration,
travel and
the unknown. I suppose it's maybe subconsciously that's why I like it. I'm not sure. It's really exciting.
So these are fab. Again, just our pictures here by Olga, and she just does them in 2 colourways to give you show how different they look.
Really clever artist.
Yeah, she's very clever with that. She's our queen of colouring.
Oh, really?
Tracy's our queen of quirky, and Corrie's the queen of colouring.
They've all got their own areas.
We're all queen of something.
It's great, you know, because we were talking about All and Create. They've got such a distinctive style, a style that it's just great fun.
Yeah.
It's such a great fun brand, and all the artists, like you said, you can see their own individual styles, but they're all kind of come together, all full of the umbrella of All and Create.
Absolutely work together, and you just so many different possibilities with your different backgrounds, different techniques, And like I said, we tend to do cards here, but all your kind of, it doesn't have to be. You can do your altered art with them as well. You can make, so that's with the Magnify it as well, but with the with this set as well. So fantastic.
They are, you know, there's loads. And Joe, if you like that, you know, have a look, shop ahead. We've got lots more of similar themes and lots of similar art. The next one's got Archway we got here.
No, we haven't. Sorry.
Is that not? No. Is that the wrong one?
Yeah, we moved that to the morning. Sorry.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I was going to say, where's the arch there?
Arch is where it's not there.
But you can see there. Should we have a look?
So this is Birdsong. I think
Birdsong. Okay. Completely different, isn't it? I mean, I don't know how we got.
Different. So this is by Tracy Evans. So again, a lovely quirky style by Tracy here. You've got your fabulous bird on the wheels there with the little top hat on, which is one of my favourite images of Tracy's. Then you've got your other fantastic bird at the top there with lovely different backgrounds. So we're coming out, we've got in the other next stamp set as well, we've got 4 birds and 4 backgrounds, and they're all completely different and give you a completely different feel. But you've got your border along the top there as well, and those 3 little leaves at the end of that border, they're one of my favourites for just using at around the edge of a card. So you can just add a few little leafy frame around the edge. So don't think of using your stamps as a whole. Think of how you can use bits and pieces of them as well.
Because even if you miss-stamp with designs like this, it kind of adds to the overall look. They're very forgiving to work with.
They are very forgiving to work with, and you've got that's what micron black pens are for. You can just fill in little bits with your black pens.
It's lovely. I like, they are quite quirky. Who was it I spoke to recently? They said they think all birds should wear top hats. It was a very surreal conversation, as you can probably imagine. Imagine that. It was quite quirky.
I think he's lovely, but of course you could take the top hat off and put it on anything else you wanted to have a top hat as well. So you could you don't have to use it just on the bird. But I think that's a fabulous, fun image, that one.
They are. They're fascinating to look at. Again, they're head turners, and we can make and sell with all these.
Yeah, you can make to sell with all and create. So yeah, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
So yeah, £8.99, 589 897. So happy days right there. The next one we got is Wire Bird. You know, I can imagine if you like the bird theme, obviously they're going to work well, these two together.
Yeah, you need these two together really. So you've got the fantastic 2 different birds again. So you've got your wire bird there, which is fabulous. Kind of looks like a blackbird to me, just a little bit wire. And then you've got an amazing background that goes with that. You've got smaller bird in the same style on there as well, just facing the other way, which is always nice. Give you a bit of proportion.
Oh, that's a good point.
And
sorry, the bottom there.
At the bottom there, yeah. And the stars as well. So I've seen this as a Christmas card. So people have done this because you've got the stars in there and the birds. Gorgeous. You could do it just as a little alternative style Christmas. And then you've got the other bird at the top as well, which is fabulous too.
They're lovely. I mean, do you look at these and in other words, what would your first technique be? Do you look at stamp sets and think, I'm going to do that first or this first? Or
these ones, my go-to is to stamp them and then on a background and just do loads of backgrounds and then cut the bird out separately and just put that back over the top.
Right,
so that's how I would always...
That's how you'd start your inspiration.
Yeah. It doesn't always work out. That's how I've done it in the end. But that's kind of how I would think to do it. And I think a lot of people, that's what they've done with these, is just stamp it onto, make a fabulous background, stamp it on, cut the bird out on a separate piece of paper, colour that in.
And you're sorted, really, aren't you? They're just so pleasing to work with. I love the font. It's really exciting, like a collage kind of
font. Yeah, and again, those words, you can cut those out. You've got a feather in there as well that you could use separately. So the little elements, there's always little elements that you can use separately as well. It's not just... Don't use it just as part of the main image. You can use them separately as well.
Yeah, you can. You totally can. Again, another £8.99. Half the stocks there has gone. So you had the wire birds. So we've got different sizes, as you see. We've actually got A7 stamp sets. So now these are just nice ones just to pop in, you know. So 20 minutes in.
I know.
We've got demonstrations, haven't we?
We have got some, yeah.
You work so hard, Janet. We really appreciate it. We really do. And sit it all and create. It'd be a shame not to go through some of these because this is one of those special shows, because it's a big 3 event. So your postage is capped at less than normal. And these deals, they're extraordinary prices we've got here. Right, the first one then we got, Janet.
So we've got a complete change here now. So we've got Janet Klein's little cuties. So these, because I did Janet Klein, when Janet Klein first started designing for All and Create, I did her first show with her stamps. And these were some of the first stamps that she's designed for All and Create. So if you're new, then you may not have seen these ones from Janet. So these are fabulous little designs from Janet Klein. So you've got your beautiful little girl there. So this is our adventurer. But what's really nice is you've got the little scene builder in with it as well. So you've got your little hills and your little tree there as well, and you can just make that into a scene. So rather than just stamping the image on its own, you can make it into a little scene, and then you've got the sentiment adventure is just outside your window.
That's really nice words
nice,
there.
Yeah.
Janet Klein, she does really strong characters.
She does,
She
yeah.
brought Miss D, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
You can't forget that.
No.
Because there's a few sets of Miss D now. Yeah, they're quirky, but you know, they're such strong characters. They really are. It's so clever. To have personality in a drawing is really.
And she does. They are fabulous, really lovely. And she's got her eyes there, and people collect Janet now. They've got to know her style, and they love all her little characters.
Really, I bet the cuties that they are very, very cute, aren't they? So there you go.
So we've got
bit of inspiration for you. £4.49 for a stamp set. It's remarkable. The next one we got is called All Good Things.
Yeah.
So it's part of the cuties.
All good things all good things are wild and free, which is a nice sentiment. We like that. So we've got a little boy here, which is nice, and he's got a cute little dog with him. And then again, you've got your little scene builder, you've got your little bit of grass there, which is fabulous. So instead of just having him standing in midair, he could be standing on a little bit of grass, which is fab. So he's fantastic as well, and you've got little flowers in there as well. So these are really useful little stamp sets, just one little A7 stamp set, and you've got a complete little scene if you want it. Obviously, you can mix and match across any other stamps you've got from Janet as well. They all work together, and they all will work with other stamps from other designers as well.
The aren't they?
Especially
the wording here is lovely.
Yeah.
It's comforting, it's positive, it's just good to be reminded of these sort of things. That they're really nice.
And they just look wonderful. So it's really nice to show them coloured in because, again, Corrie colours them in. She just brings them to life, and they just look amazing once they're all coloured in. And just fabulous little characters. And they will look like, you can colour them to look like people you know, or boys that you know, that you know, if you want to personalise with the colour. Or football, if you've got football, and you can do sort of football colours on the jersey or whatever you want to do. So they are amazing.
It is incredible, isn't it? And do you know what? That's actually very useful for grounding images.
Absolutely, yeah. I use those sort of stamps a lot for all sorts of things.
I bet you
grounding.
Yeah. And you can see, it's limited stock. Do you know, you can see we've used cards with various different elements because you can mix and match. So obviously, always look on the pitch on the website before you check out. Make sure you got the ones you want. The next item we've got here is you got the fence actually, which is really handy. Yeah.
So this is another sweet little girl, simple but significant, which is fantastic as well. So you've got the lovely big floral eyes. She's holding a little posy of flowers, which is lovely. Again, you've got your little fence. You've got the flowers in there, which is fantastic. And I can't see if we've got words in there as well, have we? No. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's a monthly mega deal. That's not right, but ignore that. That's the type of thing. But what is right is the price. So £4.49 there. It's just also good. But the next one we've got is called Forgiving Heart. And sorry, the Giving Heart. Forgive me. I was going to say Forgive me. That's quite nice, isn't it? What a nice way to be. But there we go. Yeah, it's the Giving Heart. So yeah, £4.49 is going to be a club price again.
Yeah, so just a lovely, pretty little girl there with her beautiful floral eyes, holding a heart. And again, there's little scene builders, the little quirky little elements that just add that touch to it all as well. And the nice words as well. Janet always includes lovely words in hers as well. And the sentiments you can use totally not with Janet Klein stamps. You can just put them in any sort of situation as well. You can use them with other stamps that you've got. So they all work really nicely together and just... beautiful.
They are. They really are, aren't they? I can't get over these deals. I really, really can't.
No, the deals are amazing.
It sounds like you buy more than one and two. I mean, this is why we're going down the mall, because they're incredible. The next one we got, coffee first. Maybe that's a familiar first hour of the day for me, but
these are me. Yeah. So this is Olga. So these are cuties by Olga, and this is just fabulous. And who doesn't relate to this?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just need my coffee before I start in the morning. And he's just amazing. I love him. I love him in his pyjamas, and I love him with his coffee mug there. He's just fabulous and so useful.
Maybe a Father's Day card,
Father's Day card, yeah.
It could be. Is it 3 weeks away, is it?
One of your colleagues at work or something you could do.
Yeah, you could do. So I think if you know the person well.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I think, it's really fun. Again, the characters are just so strong. You can always imagine the name, the time of the morning, or maybe at Christmas cards, actually. Maybe that's
Absolutely.
Christmas morning in the household.
Yeah. There's definitely one coming up that can easily be used for Christmas.
Oh, we'll go and have a look. See if you like that. Yeah, it's called Coffee First. OK, the next one we've got is called Safety First.
This is Safety First. So safety warning, I don't do mornings.
Yeah.
Which is me. And this is
You're
the one
not a morning person?
No, I'm not a morning person. So this is...
You don't get hangry, do you?
To be fair enough, I'm not actually an evening person either.
So you're like a midday person.
Yeah, it's just if you catch
you're
me...
like a 1 o'clock kind of person.
Just catch me in that hour that I'm OK.
Yeah. Let's know when that is. You are. You're a morning person, aren't you? We've done early morning shows.
We have done. I do. Yeah, I rock up.
Is that a brave face, is it?
It's a brave face. Yeah. I drink a lot of coffee. So this is our safety warning, and he's the one that could be used for Christmas. He's got his sort of hat on there, and he could definitely be used as a kind of quirky Christmas card. He's fabulous as well. And again, have we got a sample for that one? I did have samples for some of them, but maybe not. Oh, maybe this one. This maybe has. Oh, he might be the next one. No, he's the next one. So I didn't have samples for all of them because...
You've done well. I mean, think of all the different stamp sets we've had on All in Create shows today, and it's magnificent, a collection. They just work so hard. So, yeah, if you like that, yeah, the Safety First, 2 stamps there too. The next one we got... oh, do you know what? Let's show you pictures of the next ones because, you know, we've got lots of demonstrations planned. Half an hour in already. Thanks so much. But it's a good time to show inspiration because the design team just works so very hard on this. Yeah, any questions? Or if you want to... see some of the stamps again close up, then please do email us in at studio@creatingcraft.com. If you've got any questions about the examples, we'll do our best to answer those too. Yeah, this is the I'm not a morning person. Okay, so yeah, 2 stamps there. It's 916397. Do you know what, cat lovers? I think you're going to like the next one. You know, they make beautiful stamps. They're great themes, cats. If you know a cat lover, then obviously it's going to go down a treat. You know, it's 532517. The next one's called Bit of Magic. So the fonts are gorgeous here. They're really good fun. So that's
Little Magic. Yeah, so this is our little fairy. So she's beautiful. And again, she can be used for Christmas as well. You've got your stars there and she could be a little angel. You could put some wings. She got wings? I can't see.
I think so.
You could put some wings on her and she could be a little angel. So she's beautiful. Little Magic by Janet.
And so it was people up and down the country with their heads twilted trying to read that. It says, a little magic can take you a long way. Yeah. How about that? This one here is called New Day. So it's 524080 there.
I think this is one of my favourites. Again, this is a really, really early one. This is one of the first releases that Janet did. And again, you've got your cute little girl, you've got your scene builder, you've got the sun there as well. And it's just a lovely, lovely stamp set to make a cute little scene with. You've got a cute little cloud there as well, so it's a fantastic.
And the moon or the sun, it could be there.
Could be the moon or the sun.
Yeah, it just kind of sets the scene, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bird lovers, then yeah, have a look at this one too. Yeah, this is called actually the bird leather. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one as well. I like the quirky birds. Janet does all sorts of little quirky birds, and I love them. They're just fab. And then I like that whatever is good for your soul, do that.
Yeah, you know what?
That's really good.
The wording, it's just such innocent wording, isn't it? It's really clever stuff. Yeah. You know, £73.50 is beautiful art. So yeah, 173410. And the final one we've got. Pineapple Queen. This sounds interesting.
So this is Ab's favourite, I think.
Oh really?
So this is our little girl in her underwear here. Today I will.
Today I will just wear underwear and a crown.
And a crown.
You know what? Fine, it's not a bad life, is it? Really?
So that's fabulous. So she's just there in her underwear. She's got her crown and her pineapple, and just looking fabulous as well. Yeah, just fun. They are just whimsical. They're fun. They're quirky, and they're just amazing, and at an amazing price.
Really, really impressive prices, aren't they? Very busy for those. And Joe, I would check out your baskets because we are running very, very low on stock levels. But yeah, if you go to creatingcraft.com, you'll see even more there actually. You know, they're on Flexi, and if it's an over £15 price, then it'll be on Flexi. It's not normally the case, but this is the Big 3 event, which is running till 3 o'clock on Tuesday, I believe. So
wow.
I have a think it's anything you want to buy. So yeah, liking this. It's a good time to come in, Johnny.
Yeah.
So we're looking at floral wings, are we?
Yeah,
or which one do you fancy?
I was going to do the other one first, but I can do this one first.
No, you do it. You go for whichever one you want. Please do whichever.
I saw Martha had put that there. So I'm going to use Through the Meadows.
Okay.
Which is fabulous. So this is our one by Tracy that we've got here. So we've got our beautiful sort of 3 main images here, which is just fantastic. And this one is my favourite. I like this one a lot. So what I've done is I have just just blended some ink onto a piece of card.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take my beautiful element here, and you need, these are big stamps. This is an A5 acrylic block, and so it's a good size stamp. You can see on there how big the stamp is compared to an A5 block. And I'm going to do this in green because it's leafy. So I've got, and this is in Versifying Clair. So I'm going to just go all over with a lighter green, which I think is Verdant, because I can. So even though this is all coloured ink and everything, you want plenty of ink on the stamp. And then I'm just going to add little touches of a darker green, which is called Shady Lane. So I'm just going to add little touches here and there so that it gives a slightly different. I'm just going to go, I don't want lines on it. And then I'm going to stamp this out. So we're going to put that back there.
Designing must be so hard.
I don't know where they begin. I don't know how they begin to do all this. All the layers that everybody puts in. This is Tracy, loads of layers here, and Tracy's done the work for you. Yeah, well. Yeah. They all have to make sense.
It's got to work as a stamp as well. There must be a process you go through thinking about that.
Yeah. So we've just got my image there, and I like already you've got your circles, and Tracy still does circles in her stamps because she likes to make sure everything works together. So it will still work with Tracy's current designs that she's doing as well. So it's not just you know, because it's older, it doesn't mean it won't work with today's stamps. It does. It works with all the new stamps Tracy will bring into the range.
Okay.
So then I want a focal point for this. So I'm going to use our basic veggies because we've got these fabulous veggies in as well. And this, again, fabulous sets by Bipasha. So you've got your turnips, parsnips, whatever, mushrooms, carrots, small carrots, pumpkins, tomatoes, and then just a nice leafy set here as well. So again, loads of fantastic veggies. I'm going to use pumpkins.
The pumpkins is a really clever. They're all clever on this set.
They are. There's something about pumpkins that I think that people like. Though I like
this. Honestly, I was obsessed with using them for Halloween. Yeah. You know, we've had an email come in as well from Linda, who's watching us this evening. Linda, very good evening. I hope you're all good. Linda says, "Hello, Janet and Charlie.
Hi, Linda.
I just love All and Create. My favourite stamp of all time, I like how you spelled that, is Take Flight. This was the first grungy type card that I've made, and we've actually got a picture, I believe, too. So yeah, it's called Take Flight. That rings a bell. Oh, that's fantastic.
That one, yeah. Oh, fabulous.
Oh, Linda. I mean, that would look at a place with the design team's work.
That's absolutely beautiful. Fabulous background she's used there, and she's used that lovely border in there as well. And just fabulous from All and Create. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Linda, that's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Isn't it?
So that's one of the ones we've got on the counter, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. Oh, yes, I remember that stamp on the actual left there. I love your choice of colour there, Linda, too. It's fantastic. Do you know, have a lovely rest of your evening, Linda. Any more pictures, keep them coming through. Anyone else watching, if you made anything from All and Create, let's show it on television for you tonight. Why not? Let's do it. So, yeah, that's called Take Flight. So if you actually like to get those stamps, so, yeah, it's actually 10 of them for £19.26. So, yeah, have a think about that. It's great.
And just while I remember, there is a group on Facebook called All and Create Fanatics. So if you're looking for inspiration for All and Create stamps, that's the place to go.
Oh,
because it's got over 11,000 members. There's posts every single day, loads, you know, more than 5 or 6 posts every single day from customers, design team members, stamp designers,
just share their ideas.
Everybody posts there, so loads of ideas. So it's a really good place to go. Nice, friendly group, yeah. And don't be afraid. I get people, I'm not good enough. I'm a bit nervous. Don't be nervous.
No.
Just post there, and you will be surprised at the response you get. It's a lovely
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, yeah, and it's lovely when I can remember even because I'd been on another design team, and I can remember posting my first card on that group, and I was really nervous because my style wasn't what All and Create were known for.
What was it? What sort of
totally
card?
Different.
Was it quite?
It was. I had gone a bit grungy because it was All and Create, but it wasn't. And I was like really nervous
I know what you mean.
it. I was like,
what are we going to say?
I bet nobody will like this one.
I bet you check it every minute. Oh no, no one likes.
No, I haven't got any likes.
It's nice.
But don't worry, you know, it's fine. Just do it.
Be proud, yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. So I'm just going to pop my your pumpkins there. I just think that works really nicely with the leafy background. So I've just cut those out and popped them on there. Then I'm going to just add a little touch to the background. So this isn't on the counter. It's called Background Mashup. It was in
That's cool. I haven't
Background
seen
Mashup. It was on the counter this morning, but we didn't show it. So I thought if it's all right, I'll use it.
Yeah.
So
we'll try and find the details.
Background Mashup. Yeah. So I'm using. I want green for this as well. Maybe. So I'm just going to add a touch, and I like. So backgrounds, I don't tend to use on the mount. I just use them on the sort of backing and make them a little bit inky. And then we'll just see how this looks like. Yeah, that's all right. So it's quite watercoloury because I've done it quite watercoloury, but I want it quite sort of.
You should find
like
it on the website,
well.
by the way.
It was on the show this morning.
Yeah, so background mashup once again for the title.
Mashup, yeah.
I suppose that was probably a year or two old.
Oh, it's probably older than that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's number 210, so it will be, yeah.
210.
But isn't it funny? They're still being used.
Still being used, still fabulous, yeah. No, they don't. And they will still work. It's still an amazing stamp, and it will still work really nicely with all the stamps. I've got a bit of red in there.